guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Meron akong i-share sa inyo na news article. Let me know if this topic sounds familiar. Okay? This is from the Globe and Mail, just posted today, November 28, 2025. Ang title, Thousands of former international students' visas will expire soon. What happens next is murky. O ano? Sounds familiar? This is referring to PGWPs, by the way, na malapit na nga raw mag-expire. Tapos yung second sentence, what happens next is murky. Kumbaga, it's unclear, malabo kung ano ang plano sa mga taong ito na maaaring mawala ng status once their PGWPs expire. Are they really gonna leave? Okay. Oh, sounds familiar? I'm sure sa mga suki natin, yes. Because ito ang lagi nating pinag-uusapan a number of times now, okay, in this channel. In a way, I feel, vindicated, no? May katuturan palang pinag-uusapan natin talaga dito. Or minsan kasi naiisip ko, tama ba itong pinagsasabi ko? Well, at least this report is telling me na tama rin naman pala paminsan-minsan ang ating mga analysis. O, diba? Okay, sige. Lagay ko lang yung title, guys. We discussed this same issue, last week or about 2 weeks ago with Attorney Lou Dangzalan. Pero, ipa-play ko yung soundbite na yan. But the truth is, this wasn't even the first time that he talked about this. Okay, sige. Ipa-play ko lang muna, ha? We'll see. Pero si Lou, ang forecast niya, we will start seeing more people, even more people leaving sa 2026. And you think it will come more of from the PGWP holders?
Yeah, a lot of PGWP or holders are set to expire next year. So that will be interesting kasi ang daming PGWP sa inventory. So ang tanong dito, kaya ba nila i-transition yung PGWP nila into something else later on like a BOWP? Kung meron na silang PR application, di ba? Mm-hmm. So iba pang type of work permit like LMIA, closed work permit, LMIA exempt na closed work permit, kung may nomination sila, depende, di ba? Yeah. And that's assuming that they stay in status or yun nga, kung hindi sila mag-TNT, di ba? And they're assuming that those who give up don't necessarily just like slip through the cracks and just like stay or aalis sila. So, maraming pa-expire pero hindi natin alam kung ano mangyayari. You can be assured na may portion dyan na magti-TNT. May iba dyan mag-file ng asylum to buy more time in Canada, di ba?
Alam mo that undocumented, staying here undocumented deserves another episode.
Oh, yes.
Kasi I think dadami ng gusto yung population na yan. Undocumented. And then, I don't know what mechanism Canada has to monitor this especially. Diba? Hindi nga nila alam ngayon, hindi ko nga alam kung ano ba talaga ang estimate dyan eh. Well, how can you have one undocumented nga? Mahirap naman. Diba? Okay, thank you, Attorney Lung. Galing mo talaga. Tamang-tama ang iyong forecast. Diba? Sige, puntahan natin tong article. Narinig yung sabi ni Attorney Lung, no? Marami mag-expire pero hindi natin alam kung ano ang mangyayari. Eksakto, halos. Diba? Same point in this headline. Diba? Anyway, sige. At least in this article, meron na pong bilang na sinasite kung ilan ba talaga ang mag-expire by December 31st this year. Okay? So, ano kaya mangyayari pagpasok ng taon? According to this report, okay, meron daw silang data na nakuha sa IRCC saying that 31,610 people with valid PGWPs in the country as of September 30, and those visas will expire by December 31. Ang tanong, ano ang mangyayari sa mga ito? Kung tatanungin ninyo ang gobyerno, ang sasabihin nila, well, they expect them to voluntarily leave. Okay? Kung ang gobyerno ang tatanungin, I assume ang gusto nila, umalis ang mga ito voluntarily kasi yan yung parang batayan nila to meet their target population na binabawasan nga daw nila sa mga panahon ngayon. Okay? Later on, I will discuss, no, after ko basahin tong article. What I feel is parang mixed messaging sa kung ano ba talaga ang gusto ng Canada na mangyari dito sa International Student Program. Pero sige, mamaya, bibitinin ko muna kayo, no? So sabi dito, okay, more than 31,000 PGWPs will expire. Those numbers have recently come under scrutiny by economists and immigration experts because it's unclear how many temporary residents remain in the country after their visas expire, adding to the undocumented population. Tumpak mo, ganyan din ang sinasabi natin, di ba? And it was confirmed, guys, in this report. Okay? Inamin daw ng IRCC sa isang email dito sa Globe and Mail na wala silang way to monitor if somebody with an expired permit is still here or not, is overstaying or leaving. In a statement to the Globe, the Federal Immigration Department said it did not have an estimate on the number of people in Canada on expired PGWPs. Ang sabi ng statement, once someone receives a permit, they must abide by the condition of their permit, including the legal requirement to leave Canada at the end of the authorized period of stay. In short, hindi nila alam, no? Sabi, wala silang estimate kung ilan na nga sa ngayon ang may expired PGWPs. Bakit ito ba mahalagang pag-usapan? Kasi, nakakapagtaka nga naman. The government is saying that it is planning to reduce the temporary resident population in Canada, and yet they still have not presented a clear plan on how they are actually tracking yung bilang ng mga umaalis once the supposed expired permits, happen. Okay? But once nag-expire ito mga permits na inaasahan nilang, mag-expire. Okay, hindi naman sila sure kung umaalis talaga yung mga yan. Because, of course, meron pang ibang options ang mga taong mawawalan ng PGWP. Okay, pwede sila maghanap ng, ng LAMIA. Pwede sila mag-aral ulit. Pwede sila mag-extend through a visitor record. And then during that period, baka doon sila makahanap ng LAMIA. Paano ang monitoring system nila doon? Paano nila sasabihin na nabawasan na, let's say, yung international student population o yung mga pumasok dito bilang international students, kung hindi nga nila alam kung talagang umaalis ba yung mga ito once their PGWPs expire. Okay? Para akong sirang plaka. Last year, the Canada Border Services Agency deported approximately 18,000 people. But the agency does not publicly break that number down by the type of study or work permit. Correct. Okay? Kung sasabihin niyo na, apuntahan niyo kung ilan yung mga pinapadeport. Okay? I do not think sa totoo lang na covered po sa data ng CBSA na yan. Okay? Hindi po kasama sa mga deport nila ang mga overstaying students. And not unless a certain student, for example, gets into trouble, commits a crime, and then eventually magkaroon siya ng deportation order. But overstaying per se, I do not think they will get a deportation or a removal order. And having that type of order is the only reason para mapunta ka dito sa 18,000 na bilang sa data ng CBSA for deportees. Okay? And yes, even if you go to the CBSA's data, walang doon mention kung may student ba dito dahil walang mention doon talaga kung ito ay student or worker or what. And again, that idea highlights the kakulangan, kumbaga, sa tracking mechanism nito. Merong in-interview dito na director daw ng Migrant Workers Alliance. Ang sabi niya, it seems that most students are leaving, while some are trying other immigration applications like to transition to tourist visas, applying to extend work permits, or mag-file daw ng refugee status. But he said that while some are remaining in Canada on expired permits, it was hard to say how many. Kaya talaga hindi ako magugulat, guys. It's just a matter of time before the issue of the undocumented population, growing number of undocumented people here in Canada, makes headlines. Ito yung nakikita kong next inevitable result of this, tightening of immigration policies. So sige, I will end this article here. Okay. So guys, clear naman sa mga narrative ng gobyerno over the past year. Isa talaga sa napag-initan ay ang mga international students. Okay? Kahit yung mga mababait naman at pumasok dito with, legitimate documents. Hindi na meke ng mga educational backgrounds. At totoong tinapos ang kanilang pag-aaral. Anyway, sila talaga napag-iinitan, di ba? Kaya yung gobyerno din sinasabi na, sige, talagang tatapisin na namin yung bilang ng mga tatanggapin. Totoo ba na tinapyas nila? Oo, siguro kung ito ang pagbabatayan natin, di ba? Yung plano ng immigration for 2026 to 2028. Nandito yung breakdown, no? Ang tatanggapin daw students, for example, for 2026, 155,000. Okay? 155,000. This is about 50% less than the international students accepted in 2025. Pero alam nyo guys, medyo misleading to. Okay, misleading. Bakit? May bagong announcement ang IRCC. Ito pinost nila. November 25 nila pinost, ha? Binigyan nila yung breakdown ng mga international students na kanilang tatanggapin. Tapos yung international students, parang may categories yan. Okay, may mga master's degree, high school students, etc. Okay? Alam nyo ba na lumalabas, ang total na kanilang tatanggapin ay 408,000. 408,000. Bakit nakasulat doon, no? Parang misleading na doon sa una nilang in-announce during that big reveal kasabay nung national budget, sinabi nila noon 155,000. Uy, ang daming natuwa. Yung mga gusto talaga magbawas sa mga tao dito. Okay, 155 na lang. Hindi. Okay, 3 days ago, it turns out, 408,000 ang kanilang tatanggapin. It's not a lot less than that goal last year. Okay? Last year po, ang kanilang quota for international students, ito, mapapalitan ko. Okay, ito for 2025, it was 437,000. Okay? 437,000. Konti lang ang binawas. Ito yung this year. For 2026, 408,000. Masters and doctoral students, 49,000 ang kanilang kukunin. Primary and secondary school, or yung kinder to grade 12, 115,000. Ito medyo dinamihan nila. Okay. Tapos ayan, may provincial attestation letter exempt study permit applicants, 64,000. Ano ba talaga? It's sort of misleading, isn't it? Okay. And by the way, itong dinagdag nila na category, yan, yung 49,000 for masters and doctoral students. Pinangako pa nila na ang processing niyan aabot lang 2 weeks lang. Okay, approve ka na, kasama pati yung permits for your family if you get into that program. So medyo nakakainganyo pa nga di ba? So what do you guys think? There's something off with the messaging. Ano kaya ba talaga ang totoong plano ng Canada para sa international student program? Sabi nila, binabawasan nila to. Apparently not that significantly. And remember, this is happening. Okay? Itong planning nila na tumanggap ng marami parang international students is happening at a time when people are closely monitoring what the government is gonna do with the PGWPs na mag-expire. Okay? There is some disconnect. Inaabangan sila na magpaalis, and yet they are, more than happy to welcome more in the coming years. At the very least, siguro ito na lang. Yes, marami pa rin siguro silang willing i-welcome, pero mas mahigpit na ang polisiya para sa mga paparating. Okay, yun na lang. Hindi tulad ng dati na, sige, kahit anong course, kunin mo na. Tapos makakastay ka dito, etc. Gone are those days. Okay, ngayon mas clear na kung sino na lang ang mga international students na papayagang makapag-stay, mabigyan ng PGWP. And then of course, sasabak din sila later on sa mas mahirap na proseso sa pagiging PR. Di ba? Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I will end this episode here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!